Today I'm going to do a little video of my grafted loquats. Just kind of show you what I got going. This has been a project I've been working on for probably 4 or 5 years. Where I'm at is I'm good at grafting loquats. I've got them to flower last winter, but I haven't got them to set fruit yet. So that's the next frontier for me. Let's see what we got here. This is a big white. Basically, I grow loquat seeds, and after 1 or 2 years, when they get big enough, I just graft on top of them with named cultivars that I buy from mostly California, sometimes Florida. But it's interesting, loquat actually can live year-round outdoors here when they get big enough. These ones have been outdoors all winter, and even when we had a month long of really chilly weather, temperatures in the low 20-degree Fahrenheit range, and this happened for like a month, and they look fine. The reason I'm shooting this now is because if I would have shot it a month or two ago, they'd not look so great. They have all this nice new lush growth coming out, so they look great. Good time to shoot. Over here we have a meseta, and on this meseta I've also grafted a couple of other varieties. This is a KT9. We got a gram over there. And I believe I grafted something else. I just can't remember what it is right off the top of my head. Over here I've got a Vista White loquat. I believe it needs a pollination partner, but I feel like I've got enough trees to do the job. Trying to keep them together. One thing I learned when they did flower is that the flowers just kind of went bad and sort of rotted away. So this year I think when they look like they're about to flower, probably just pull them in the greenhouse for a little while and see if I can get some flowers to set fruit. And when the fruit looks good, probably drag them back outside if the weather's not looking too bad. I know cold weather has a tendency to ruin fruit of any kind, so I have to kind of keep an eye on that. This one here is called a teardrop. When the leaves get old, they turn yellow and kind of come off like that. Nothing to worry about. So they're sort of, even though they're evergreen, they're kind of semi-deciduous, kind of like a cherimoya, where they do shed their old growth, and mostly in the spring. Over here, trying to remember what I have over here. Oh yes, this is a KT1. This is a variety that I got from a seller in Orange County. His name is Kaz. He's a big loquat grower, and he grows out lots of different seeds and creates lots of varieties. He's actually named probably a third of the varieties that I'm aware of, and this one's looking pretty good. Over here is probably the most famous variety. This is called a peluche or peluche. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it's spelled Peluche. Sorry, the lawnmower decided to fire up right when I'm making this video. Common occurrence. Over here I have a multi-grafted loquat. I started out with a gold nugget, and then this is about 3 years ago, and then I added a sherry onto it later, and then last fall I got an Avery Scion, spelled A-V-R-I, and that was actually from a friend in Virginia. Avery is supposed to be an excellent variety, and I grafted it in the fall, and I'm very pleasantly surprised that it did so well even with all the cold weather, and it looks like it's going to be growing out nicely. If anybody's interested in growing gold nugget, this tree was sort of leaning, and I propped it up, and doing so, some of these heavier branches decided to just kind of snap off. I will need to prune them off, but if anybody's wanting to graft loquat and gold nugget, which is a good variety, let me know. I can hold off on that, and if you want some, I can mail them out to you. Anyways, one last look. I have another loquat in the front yard that is planted in the ground, and it's doing pretty well too. Probably do a separate video for that at a later point. Thanks for watching.